Hello and welcome to Syrtis Major. This is the 5v5 version with a whole bunch more mass than the 2v2 or 1v1 version we're all used to. And if you look at the player names, you will realize why I want to cast this game. It also has no desyncs, which is amazing. Typically, these large 5v5, 6v6 games have such a problem with the replay. One of the last few bugs that are left, not yet solved by FAF, but maybe someday. So looking at the teams, we gotta point out Tee-Up, Banana, also known as Blackheart, Napalm, also known as Cow. You can see they're not on the same page. The Fruit stage, the Original stage, and the Animal stage for the Bad Company, the most dominant clan on FAF today, even though they have confusion in their names. So they also are backed up by Lucy and Taffy. Lucy, thank God he's not on BC. Taffy is an SFO. I think Lucy's an Old School. Old School is another clan. I think I don't know how active the clan they are, but they are in the Intergalactic Coliseum Clan War. They are probably the second favorites to win besides the BC clan. However, in this one, they're facing some excellent players. We got Grace Jarrett up front as UEF. On the front spot, it's UEF versus Seraphim. I really like Seraphim better for the forward position. Whole bunch of arty run everything over. But Lucy versus Grace, what more can you ask for the middle battle? Their battle over a huge amount of mass. Their original Quantum Gateway from the 2v2 version, plus a couple Tech 3P gens, means you get about 10,000 right there, plus all that other stuff. It's something you cannot neglect. On the sides, I knew that I got tricked. Jolie is actually, this is wrong. Yeah, this is one of the things you can do in this game, rename yourself. But this is Jolie. He is from BC clan. So actually 4 players from BC plus Taffy. This is just BC clan dreaming about Lushan joining him. Lushan is on the other side. He's playing as Aeon. He's got Bimbrowicz. Bimbrowicz, one of the best players from Poland. He is actually extremely good. I think, well, whenever I see him play against anybody, I know he's got a chance. He's extremely good. Mr. Smith, we all know him. He's been showing up in the recent casts and Laneless, the ever-present Laneless in these team games. So looking at this, I don't really know who's going to take this one. A lot of times BC Clan like to be on Skype together or on Team, or Mumble, or whatever other program, which does give a fairly big advantage in this game. There are links in Mumble. Mumble is very well integrated with FAF if you want to use that. Let's see, Bimbrowicz getting a couple land factories. There's so much mass. This map, Syrtis, I'll speed this up now, since we now know who is playing. Besides the middle mass, which is huge, there's even more mass than in the regular version. So you got to get engineers, you got to reclaim, you got to spam power, you got to tech, and then you just got to scout and make sure that somebody didn't start an experimental before you or did another attack. Cruise missiles are very important to scout for, since you build one cruise missile battery somewhere here, and you're gonna force like 4 players to make TMD, especially when you see. Well, actually, no, Cybern and Seraphim TMD here. It's no problems. Grace, however, probably wants a little help from Bimbrowicz. I really have no idea. My ancestors are from Eastern Europe, but I'm not, so I have no idea when it's all them great letters and sounds. Cow and Taffy looks like are going to focus on the bottom here. Lushan, well, not Lushan, Jolie. Fake Lushan. Moving to the middle a little quicker. It's always nice to fly. Yeah, it looks like the top side have flown a Tech 1 Scout over, so you don't have to guess what is a Tech 1 PD based on radar glimpse. And Laneless getting an upgrade. He's getting the gun. That's interesting. A gun to Aeon ACU. It's going to be a rather dangerous play from Laneless. Up on top, the Aeon Cyber combo, Tee-Up, and Blackheart. That's a very nice 2v2 combination of players. So while this game is picking up, you can see it's a very slow, gradual start. We're coming up a minute 5, but not too many shots fired yet. If people have ideas for 2v2 tourneys that only involve not many players, and one of the reasons I don't like to do 2v2 tourneys is because I do have those jackpots, and the more players that are in a team, the more money I have to pay. And I like to get the most out of my money. But if somebody has a good idea how I can get, say, 4 really good players to play a whole bunch of 2v2 games, and maybe I'll pay them like 50 USD for the jackpot, somehow they have to split it, let me know, or any kind of formats you may have in mind. Definitely use the comments section for that. So what exactly is happening? We're seeing Lushan break through his PDs. Actually, both players have broken through their PDs. Chariot is getting Tech 2. Lushan has nothing. He's just rolling in. He's going to get rid of the walls. Artie's going to break down these very expensive sub units, and the reclamation battle is going to begin. Oh, damn it, it's not Lushan. Jolie. Oh, dang, what is Lushan doing? I got to focus on what Lushan's doing, so I train myself. Remember what's getting Tech 2. Yeah, these choke points right here, you can see the way the terrain's positioned. G2 PD creeps, Tech 1 PDs, MMLs. It's the usual thing. Then if you win this, you can get on top of this mountain, start shooting shells off this mountain directly into the bases, so you don't want to lose that. Lushan getting some of the first. Damn it, Jolie is getting some of the first reclaim. Oh man. How does that happen? Smith with T2 PDs on his choke. Taffy. Where is Cal? Oh, Cal's right next to him. Cal and Taffy. Napalm should change his name back to Napalm. He is a classic player. Always known to us as Napalm. This is a lot of kills on these bombers from Bimbrowicz. And Lushan dominating this battle. I think Crazed... Jolie dominating this battle. I think Crazed might be in a bit of trouble. He's given up all that mass to the top side, which means that Jolie is actually... Well, now he's using it up. He's using it very quickly. If you look at the power numbers, it looks like Mr. Smith has really built a lot of power. Why did he do that? And Crazed has a lot of power as well. But whoever has the most power and build capacity can use up that mass. Well, actually, Crazed gets in here at a very good time. He begins reclaiming. Lushan gets first dibs on the Quantum Gateway. Crazed Chariot significantly stronger than Jolie's ACU. So it's a hard call who's going to win. Jolie has to be very careful in this position. Don't want to get run over. This is a major force. This is why you want to get rid of those walls so you don't get a traffic jam. As we're seeing, Laneless and Smith, a gunned ACU and a Tech 2 ACU. You can see it's a combination, Aeon Cybern combination from both sides. That's a ranged double gunned ACU, that's why. Lanel is getting pushed back. Smith attempting a T2 PD creep. A lot of dead units. Who's got more support? We're seeing Laneless going Tech 2 land. And this is where Cybern PDs suck. So you probably... Yeah, Aeon PDs here are really good on these, but UEF PDs are the universal good PD. Looks like Craze is going to push Jolie out of the middle. Hopefully it's entertaining for people. Oh, I can't remember that that's Jolie. Jolie first place in terms of score because of all the mass. He sucked up 12,000 already compared to Crazed, only at 8,000. As this push continues, 3 T2 PDs and Smith going down in health. You don't want to lose a player this early. He's retreating. Maybe he can hide behind a very small hill. Yeah, the laser beamed weapons, you can't dodge them, but you can hide behind, hide from them behind mountains, which are not always obvious. It appears on the top side. We have Banana together with the Tiep that have taken over the choke. You see many walls from Bimbrowicz and Lushan. However, this gives a path for Tiep and Banana to get on top of the hill and start firing shells down onto Crazed. Crazed has got UEF and he has no TMD in his base. I want to see cruise missiles here from somebody there at this point, based on these ecos are quite cheap. And Banana is kind of running away here with the teching. He's sitting on Tech 2 air, he's got multiple Tech 2 P-gens. Smith establishing shield, some TMD, and now we are seeing MMLs. MMLs will make a big difference in these battles. They can outrange any of these units, and with enough pressure, they will stop any advance. So much closer fight here. It appears that Bimberwitch and Lucian just decided to wall themselves off and maybe tech a little more. Appears that Banana realized this first. Doesn't actually have that many units, except he is assisting Tiep on his Tech 3, soon to be a Tech 3 land factory. Otherwise, he's just getting, yeah, he's just spamming Swift Ones. Not at all clear what's happening. I'd like to take this moment to remind people to promote this game. Yeah, this is where, yeah, Medusas. Excellent. You gotta put a bunch of arty of all sorts up on top. Jolie versus Crazed. How many kills on that PD? Only 2. But a very good PD here from Jolie that he's built a long time ago. He's also got a couple Tech 2 PDs. But this is where UEF, you see how those shells from UEF, they have a little arc on them. Makes it possible to dodge them with a little micro, but they will also shoot over all these hills. Meanwhile, these T2 PDs have they can't really do anything. We also see Tech 2 land from Jolie, some Ilshevas. I wouldn't advise these Ilshevas to move in on this position. Also wouldn't advise them to just sit there and get shot, so they should probably retreat. And any progress? That's a good looking force of MMLs. Cal getting an upgrade. Here an upgrade, Aeon, I used to see this upgrade all the time. As we see a major piece of scouting from Banana. Is the Aeon upgrade for Omni. You can get the Omni range. Looks like, yeah, you got the speed instead. But when you get into this Tech 2 PD standoffs, especially when you're facing Cybern, this really counters Cybern stealth very well. It's also quite cheap. Great use of Medusas by Mr. Smith. That's where you're using the terrain. Is terrain important, Spring Commander? You make that judgment yourself based on what you're seeing. Here's that stealth field from Cybern. And once again, yeah, Cybern PDs. Totally useless PDs. This is where Aeon PDs would be much better. Is there... I don't think the top side has UEF, which is surprising. This could be a problem for them later, once Fatties and Percy's make an appearance. It is kind of surprising. Let's take this moment to check out the total reclamation numbers. Almost 14,000 for Banana. Really got the most. Well, Lucy and Banana have similar numbers. Nearly 13,000 for Lucy. See Mr. Smith, 16,000 even. I just got a little more. He's got the record. Jolie probably 15,000. Pinging him. So, oh my god, what the heck? As I'm looking at mass reclaim, 4,000 health left. Did he get sniped? Or did he just sit in the wrong spot for too long? I am seeing cruise missile launchers here. Ooh. Alright. He got so lucky. If it was a sniper, this could have been the missiles. We see missiles loaded up for Laneless. Aeon cruise missiles have the lowest trajectory for both the MMLs and their missiles. Let's see what else can we glean. Oh, Cal is... What the heck has he been upgrading this whole time? Still at Tech 1. Is he getting the shield or something? Not at all clear. I wouldn't upgrade in that position. Looks like a whole bunch of Tech 1 bombers coming in and Tech 3 land. This is where the combined efforts of Banana and Tiep, they've produced a lot of Tech 3 land, Siren Tech 3 land with the trebuchets. That's probably going to make Bimbrowitz retreat if he wants to live. Scouts continue from Banana. He's also got Tech 1 bombers. Is he targeting TMD? Indeed he is. It's only 500 health. You might as well kill it. Aeon TMD has the lowest health of any faction. It's also TMD you can shoot over with the missiles if you want to. So now this is exposed. If the top side has a missile launcher, they need to use it now. These missiles have been shot. Looks like one of them got a kill. Not really clear where. But I think the biggest problem now for the bottom side is the top choke. As a gunship from Banana taking opportunity. Get some kills. See, it's Lushan versus Banana in the Swiftwind fight. And looks like the micro... Oh, look at the numbers for Banana. Banana with the most ASF. Sorry, the most Swiftwinds together with the biggest eco. Also helping out Tiep, who's got stealth. I see pushing that up. We got stealth right here. A very good position for Banana and Tiep. They can get these Tech 3 artists, put them on this hill. That really exposes the bottom side. We're seeing Tech 3 arty from Mr. Smith as well. So actually both sides, this is a very even game. You can see there is a possibility to push back Taffy and Cow with the Tech 3 land, as well as possibility for the top side to push back Lushan and Bimbrowitz. And look at, that's a lot of bombers. This is going to be a suppression of build capacity on that Tech 3 land factory, which is making Harbies. Harbies in this situation, I guess if you want Tech 3, if you just want a lot of damage per second when bricks are rolling in, those are good. A couple of Corsairs coming in from Tip. Very nice to see this aggression with Tech 2 and Tech 1 air against a team that has lost air control. And it appears that Tech 2 mask extractors, I think that TMD probably been a better target. And I am seeing missiles flying here. 6 kills on that cruise missile launcher from Tiep. What is the next target? Looks like that has been rebuilt. And yep, this is where that missile has hit the mountain. As Crazed has, looks like established a big enough base in the middle. Tech 3 PDs, very secure position for the bottom side in the middle with Tech 3 PDs. And a lot of Tech 1, Tech 2 units rolling through, MMLs. This will expose Jolie's good looking Tech 3 mask extractors. Jolie working on Tech 3 RD of his own, so we're firmly in the Tech 3 stage on land. This will make ACUs very fragile. Taffy and Cow in the process of losing their position as bricks are moving in. How many kills? 26 kills. I imagine probably... Oh, look. Harvey's moved in past the ACUs. I was going to look and see how many... Oh, here they are. Safe and sound. 46 kills on one of the oldest trebuchets. We also see the Aeon RDs going to work. These are much more accurate than the trebuchet. However, they have the lowest splash. Looks like those Harveys died to gunships. Another wave of Tech 1 bombers from Banana. And after 17 minutes, not at all clear. I would say the bottom team has a definite advantage in the middle. However, the top side has air, and in terms of the chokes, we can definitely say the bottom side is making progress. And that Harvey assault may have done something, but now we're seeing Bimbrowitz. Oh man, look at all that arty. Maybe I should take a picture of this. Somebody suggested like a scrapbook of all these images. I'll try not to lose all these. Tech 2, the Ilshavas are gonna tear down all the whole Tech 1 force here. And here come the gunships, some teamwork. But if you're looking for a clan, definitely don't join BC unless you suck. You should join Voice of Reason. Corsairs from Bimbrowitz. Yeah, this is where targeting these trebuchets is the best thing you can do. About 800 mass for each one of those. Corsair only 420 mass. And yeah, you want to suppress those, give you a lot more time. We're seeing Tech 3 RD, Tech 3 AA. This is a very nice position. So Crazy Chariot definitely pulling his weight for his side. Also King Hammers, Tech 2 Artillery. Check out the range on that unit. think it shoots once every like 15 seconds. Does about what, 1500 damage or something like that. But look at the range on it. You can really suppress things like Tech 3 mass ejectors with those mass storages. Or if you're a Cybern, it's nice to hit a lot of engineers that are close together. So will this advantage in the middle offset the other advantages for the top side? So whatever happened to that air advantage that top side has? Here are the Swift Winds. Appears that Banana is going to go to Tech 3 Air. He's okay. I guess Laneless and Banana are both way ahead on power. They both must have resource allocation. Yeah, he's got resource allocation. Resource allocation on an Aeon ACU also means that's a very nice target. Even with Tech 3 engineering, it's still only about 17,000 health. No shields. Cow and Taffy in a very slow retreat. I gotta give it to them. I thought they would get pushed back a lot quicker. However, they're still alive. And Jolie here, after that scare, looks like he's regained his health. However, there's not much that he can do against this creep. Although, I gotta say, these mobile arties, Seraphim with their mobile Tech 3, look at all those kills, and it's you don't want to lose this unit. Let's actually check out the cost for Craze Chariot. This is a very expensive unit. It's nearly 2,000 mass. Chariot will push up with Artie. Artie on this ledge is great to suppress anything shooting from underneath. And this ACU from Jolie, almost in desperation. Well, why is he way the heck up there? The bottom side decides to make a fall. And what the heck? A brick? How the heck did a brick make it? It must have been a drop. Drop from Tiep, way on the other side. So Tiep and Banana attempting to help their allies. We've seen Banana help against this land spam with some gunships. Harbies pushing up, being microed by Lucian. Harbies, out of all the assault bots, all these they're called the heavy assault bots. They can't go underwater. They're weaker than the other factions assault bots. They're definitely the easiest to micro. Very mobile, maneuverable. And here come Tech 3 gunships, just like the previous wave of Harbies, are going to lose to air. And that's the problem of not having air, is that anytime you make any progress, it gets shut down immediately. Daffy and Cow in another retreat. They don't want to retreat past that HQ. Bricks coming in. A couple overcharges will be nice. Restores from Laneless. So we're seeing restores from both sides. Not clear who has more. It's clear that Banana has way more production. Way more mass production. Which means he can probably make more than Laneless. Laneless has a little more power, however. So it might be a bit of a restore battle. Pemberwich and Lucian. Looks like with those Harby assaults, they've kept Tiep at bay. It looks like another brick drop. I also got to give it to Jolie. He's done a good job, but interesting, the Spearhead unit we don't often see. It's a Tech 3 mobile missile launcher platform, as it says. It can really overwhelm enemy TMDs. It's very nice when you get a lot of them, and it's also very accurate. So when you get into those battles with Tech 3 artillery, especially if you protect them under some shields, they're very good at sniping enemy. Oh, and looks like it's Artie together with a brick. And the GC has been completed by Lucian. We gotta get some Red Bull for this one. So GC in the top choke. So would you want to send that GC to the top choke, or would you want to send it to the middle where it'd be very secure? Because has the bottom side, given the players they have to, yeah, they have an Omni. They know what's happening. They should know there are a bunch of restorers. So you don't want to send that in with no flak. I don't see much flak here at all, so it might be, I mean, there's nothing that can stop it unless that GC is built very quickly, which is a possibility. But against these restorers, that GC will eventually die. It's not going to be able to get veterancy, enough veterancy. but in the middle it could have really ended Jolie's life. So I don't know if I agree with this. This is a lot of restorers. What's the DPS for restorers against land? I'm very curious about that. I'm actually going to look that up right now. I gotta say, I'm surprised by what I just discovered. So the restorer has been nerfed to death. It seems only 120 damage per ship, 6,000 health. However, it does have 140 damage per second against air. So it's a very good anti-air unit. So you can build it without worrying about giving up air. Of course, in numbers it'll still do a lot of damage, something like 10 restores, maybe 20 here. Wow, that GC got built so quick, and the ACUs escaped just in time, and this was a big mistake, I think, from Lucian. I think he was hoping to get here before the GC was finished, and this is a big gift, and now it's a major problem. Whoa. Laneless taking out Cow with a bunch of strats. Don't blink, and this just escalated out of nowhere. Our first 20 minutes were all foreplay, and now 2 big hits. Someone hitting the floor, and I'm hitting something else. However, yeah, this is just an exchange of blows. And if Lucian would have kept that GC or did some damage, I think this game would be over for the top side. They just lost 2 players to snipes. So these restorers are busy killing the other GC. This is very well played by Laneless. Definitely a player you don't want to neglect in these team games. And what Jolie has shown us is the power of the Tech 3 artillery against UEF creep. This is something I've seen before. The Tech 3 PDs look very good, except when they face large numbers of Tech 3 arty, and with Seraphim shields they have a lot of time. They get a lot of shots off. So Crazed, even though he looked so good early on, yeah, he's lost his position. This is where that GC from Lucian could have really made a big difference. So how will Banana, Tiep, and Jolie respond? They're gonna get another GC. Did they already reclaim the other one? See, that's so efficient. They don't let the good mass just sit there on the floor. They pick it up. And they're successful, yep. And Banana's gonna get a lot of reclaims, so look at that reclaim, 33,000, 10,000 in the bank. That's all flak from Laneless. You see on radar it wasn't clear what it was. And check out the micro from Banana. A lot of players would have taken those restorers and given them a single move order. Instead, Banana went and scouted, so he gave up a single restorer, but given that there is splash from that, all those restorers would have taken a lot of damage. And look at this. Oh, what a major failure for Crazed. I gotta say, he's working on a fatty. And 2 GCs. That's not a good situation for Bimberwich and Lucian. I think this whole bottom side, Smith and Laneless, I think, dominated. I gotta give it to Cow and Taffy for staying alive as long as they did, but couldn't do nothing against the snipe. Crazed looked good. I think Jolie at the end outplayed him with Tech 3 arty. And Lucian and Bimberwich, I think they played extremely well until that final mistake with the GC and the bug now. The Soul Ripper. I've been seeing so many Soul Rippers lately. That's because I think they're not that expensive anymore. It used to be something like 50,000. But this unit, one of the, I think, big problems with it, if you don't have air control, it will find you and it will kill you. It's a air control game ender. So what are those? Those are whalers. And since I just looked it up, the DPS for a whaler is about twice as much of that of the restorer. It has the same health, but does not have this capability. So restorers versus whalers. This is a great way to use restorers. And okay, so I gotta slow this down. So what we're seeing here is Chariot is gonna die. Since there is no gift, he's gonna lose all of his units. What we're also seeing is Jolie here, and where is Banana? restorers from... Oh, and a snipe coming in as well. I think Banana could die here. And if Banana dies, that means all these GCs also die. That's Lushi's GC, which is getting hit by all these resties. If the bottom side could snipe Banana here, are they going to do it? No, they're going after Tiep instead. I guess they wanted to kill that bug. They don't do it in time. Crazed is dead to the bug. Tiep is going to die. Yep, Tiep is dead. So Lanel is doing everything he can to keep his team in it. However, the restorers and 2 GCs from Banana think a bit too much, and this bug is going to die here shortly. You can see Lushi. I don't know what he's going to do here. Not much that can be done. Speed it back up. So, are there enough? So now Jolie's under fire. No, those bombers are just flying away. This is one of the issues with making restorers for anti-air defense. They can't make it across the map fast enough. So, oh, Banana now getting hit. He's got mobile shields. Jolie and Banana hiding underneath shields, getting hit by strats. There goes, who was that? Bimbrowitz. And a lot of Tech 3AA here. So these bombers don't get a lot of passes. Ooh, and didn't notice those. That's a lot of Tech 2. Tech 2 Arty. So Tech 2 Arty battle took place in the middle. There goes Lucian. This was extremely close. I think if there were a couple more strats for Laneless and they could have killed Banana here, the bottom side would have won. So much carnage here at the end. These restorers pretty much unstoppable together with the GCs, and what we continue to witness is total domination by Blackheart in this game. In team games and 1v1 games, he can definitely say he is the top player today. He doesn't give as many lessons as Zoc. I don't know how many lessons he gives to his faction members. But besides Zoc, I don't really know who can compete with him. He's had the best eco all games. He's had air control. He was very instrumental at the end. He survived at the end. But I really got to say the second best player, or maybe even the best player in this game, was Laneless, killing 3 different people with his air. And yeah, hopefully people enjoyed this one and promote this game. This is the greatest real-time strategy ever, which is my opinion, and my opinions are facts, as everyone should know.